Happy Sunday, Open Spokes. Today I want to talk over a video of my daughter Haley learning to ride a unicycle because I was thinking about what I love about teaching while I was helping her achieve her goal and face the challenge of learning how to ride a unicycle. You'll see in just a moment here she falls and kind of hurts her arm. I have to admit that I love this part because I like to see the perseverance. What I see in her is a need to learn. And what I also know is she's certainly learning how to ride a unicycle in a straight line. She's also learning more than that. She's learning that, number one, her dad believes in her. She's also learning to get up when you fall down. And she's learning that practice pays off. So I was fascinated watching Haley today. And I'm fascinated watching the video now as I do this voiceover. Because I think learning is intriguing. And I know that, like all of my students and every teacher that I work with, everybody's learning whether I'm there and helping or not. So I think about how this stuff feeds me, but I also like the intellectual challenge of it. You know, when it's my job to help Haley learn to ride a unicycle, I had to decide where we'd go, and so I chose a smooth tennis court alongside a fence. I had to remember to bring her mittens so she wouldn't cut her hands while she's grabbing onto the chain link fence. In those ways, I ensure that her practice is useful and productive and motivating. I also teach for selfish reasons. There's a reciprocity to this whole thing, that when I help a student through their struggles or I help them work toward their goal, I develop as a teacher. I've gotten better at waiting before I rush in. I'm working with teachers too. There's a reciprocity. Sometimes when I'm lucky, I'm able to help them in their efforts to work with students. But every time I work with a teacher, I learn a little bit more about teaching and learning and about how to improve schools. So I do this because it feeds me too. Finally, I teach because as much as I love working with learners, working with teachers, and always growing myself as a teacher, I know schools have a long way to go. And the work that really excites me is the work of teachers who find inspiration in the work they do every day and are always asking, what's next? How do we do this better? So thanks again for listening. Appreciate all the comments. Happy Sunday.